course, you guys know the next part.
Can you say it's all over for you and me, girl? There's a time for love and a time for letting it be, baby.
And then it gets into the...
Can you play in a game called How to Get By His Feelings?
And I'll show you all that part. It's a great song, man. I mean, talk about great vocals. Mickey Thomas just had, he was one of those male singers who was gifted. I mean, that guy could sing like operatic. I mean, like an opera singer. That's how clear his vocals were. I thought it was Grace Slick originally at first, and it wasn't. It's Grace Slick left the band, left Starship in '78, and Mickey Thomas, they replaced her with Mickey Thomas, and he sings so high, he sounds like a woman singer. I mean, he's that good. Okay, as always, I'm going to break this song down in parts. I broke this song down in 4. The first is the intro, the synth when they go. They're on the E minor, and then they go up to the. Part 2 is of course, those chords. It's basically E minor, G, D, and A. So I'll show you the timing of that too. That's part 2. I'm not going to call the verse part 3 because that uses the same chords as part 2 that we just did. So that E minor, G, D, A is what they do in the verse. So when he goes,
Can you say it's all over for you and me, girl?
there's a time for love and a...
Time for letting it be, baby.
Those are the same chords. So part 3 is that pre-chorus chords when they go down, they come up from the E minor, D over F sharp to the G, and they kind of float up and down, kind of like landslide. So it does like this. It goes,
Can you play in the game called How to Get By His Feelings?
and it keeps going down. Somehow you don't.
Feel the same, oh Jane.
And it goes back to that part. So I'll show you those pre-chorus chords. That's part 3, and then part 4, of course, is that the bridge. It's kind of like, I laugh. It sounds like 1970s, like that disco music. It goes,
We do tonight, we get together.
hey, hey. Then it pretty much just does C sharp minor, F sharp minor. Then it goes,
Jane, you're playing again, playing again.
and when he sings real high. That's pretty much part 4. And then, I'm not going to call it part 5, but I'll show you how they end the song. They just do that till fade out, those same chords, those.
Jane, 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 Jane.
And he's singing real. So that's pretty much it. But it's the same chords, though. So here we go. Let's do this. So the intro is more keyboard synth, and I just did it all on piano. I put a little strings to kind of give a little jazz. We're not transposed. We're on the original chord. So the first, it starts out on an E minor if you really listen to it. So basically part 1 is this. It starts off on an E minor, and it does the first 2 lines the same. Now it moves up on the B minor. And then they go into that burn out now. That whole part. Let me just do part 1 without saying anything. So here we go. And I'll do it slow. That's pretty much it. So here we're into part 2. So those chords in part 2 are an E minor, a G, a D, and an A. So they pretty much go, the timing of that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the first, you'll count in threes on the first 3 just to get the timing. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. The A A has 4. So it sounds like the E minor has 3, the G has 6, the D has 3, and then the A has 4. And then it goes right back. So the timing of it is... And then the fourth time he goes... And then it starts out, but it's the same chords. The G...
Can you say it's all over for you and me, girl?
You know...
There's a time for love and a time for letting it be, baby.
So part 3 is that E minor, D over F sharp, and then G. And just like Landslide, it floats, it kind of rolls up and down. So those chords in part 3 are an E minor, D over F sharp, and a G. And then it just rolls, like I say, that first part, it rolls up and down. First part of part 3, it just goes... See how he's just going back and forth? Somehow you don't. Well, let's go through that slow. E minor, D over F sharp, G. D over F sharp, E minor. And then it goes one more time up to D over F sharp, G. E over G sharp, A. That same chord I was telling you, let's see, it'd be the F sharp over A sharp, and then the B chord. So that part slow is right there. E over G sharp, A, and then F sharp over A sharp, or B flat, and then B. That's it. That's part 3. Part 4 is the bridge, and that bridge is right after that last... and then it goes... Tonight, we get together. Hey, hey. And so it's basically that part 4 right here is C minor, C sharp minor, F sharp minor, and it just goes back and forth between the two. Hey, hey, yeah. I think it goes back and forth 4 times right here. This is the 4th time. Hey. Now from here it goes to the, from that F sharp minor it goes to the E over G sharp.
G, you're playing a game.
A.
Playing a game.
That same F sharp over A sharp.
Playing a game.
I can't even sing that high. Mickey Thomas had an amazing voice. I think he's on the high E. And then right back to the... That's pretty much. And then, it, like I say, it does that till fade out. So it just does that E minor, G, D, A till fade out. Mickey Thomas has got an amazing voice. If you guys ever saw Youngblood, that 1986 movie with Rob Lowe where he plays hockey and he gets beat up, we love that movie. Mickey Thomas sang that song in that movie, Stand in the Fire, and you could, I don't remember how it goes, but I just remember he had a killer voice back then. I'm like, who is that guy? Well, that was Mickey Thomas. That's right, I forgot about that. He also sang, if you ever see that movie Cocktail with Tom Cruise where he bartends, he sang that song Wild Again, right in the beginning when Tom Cruise is like chasing the bus, you know, and his buddies from the Navy are like driving him. That's a cool song. It's called Wild Again. So anyway, that is it. Jane by Jefferson Starship. And I'll do many more by them in the future. You guys have a great night. See ya.